Hello everyone! Right now we are in front of the Museo Archaeological Nacional of Madrid because Mom loves archaeology.
So does Keely.
I do.
Just the fact that you can see so many ancient things that you don't have in your home.
That's true.
True.
Yeah. This was really a great museum. I'm so glad that we came, and we'll talk about a little bit about the history that we just learned about and then our impressions. So Mom, tell me about the lowdown of the entire Iberian Peninsula history. Which you can do this in about 2 hours. And you learn all about the Iberian Peninsula, which is where
we can do it in 2 hours, but a person that really wants to look at everything would probably take a good day.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So first of all, the Indo-European peoples came. And then next came the
Phoenicians. They were coastal people, and they started the original trade routes up and down the Mediterranean, and then they settled on the coast of Iberia at that time. And the only settlements they made were along a river or something that could take them down the Mediterranean, so they could do their trading.
Yeah, and the Phoenicians went all around the Mediterranean coast too, not just here, everywhere.
They were well traveled. So we're talking about the Celts.
Yeah, so the Celts came down and settled in the northern part of Spain because it reminded them of Ireland because it was all green. And
they farmed and had small villages. But it's when the Romans came in that made all the difference in this country.
So then around 200 BC to 100 AD, the Romans came in and they changed everything.
They did. They changed the economics, the social systems, the religions. They changed practically everything.
And the name, because they gave the Iberian Peninsula the Latinized name of Hispania.
Yes.
Hispania.
Yes. The Romans were everywhere. They all went all the way up to northern England. They'd come in with a sword, and then they would settle and assimilate and
stuff. Okay, so then
they came in the Second Punic War. And look up Punic Wars. I didn't know that much about it either. But they had battled Carthage for the area, and they won. So then they came in and took over. But then they would assimilate with the peoples there. But also, at the other hand, they changed everything. They changed the cities into larger cities and big monumental buildings that they were used to. But also the economy changed because it became agrarian society.
Yeah, agricultural. Yeah, and then they also brought entertainment by building all the amphitheaters and doing the gladiator stuff.
Yes. They
and
came in
circuses.
Strong.
Yeah.
Then they would build all of their roads, which made it possible for them.
Infrastructure they brought. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so then in the 700s, the Muslims came. They had already settled in northern Africa, and then they just kept going north to through Spain. So then they called the whole peninsula El Andalus, and then that's where Andalusia, that's where that name originates from. And then, so the 700s, and then 1492, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabel, they finally, Spain had been kicking the Muslims back into Africa for many centuries, but 1492 was the last of it. They finally got rid of them for good.
They had their own country back.
Yep, 1492. And then we've been to
a lot of museums.
We've been to the British Museum a couple times, which would be close to this, but this is like more doable because it's more about one country, that you can learn the whole history of one country.
It's only one country.
Yeah. Okay, rapid fire, Mom. What was your favorite part?
The crumbs. the gold. I like the craftsmanship of how the indigenous people of any country made jewelry, made crowns, made clothing, made vessels for liquids, whatever. I like that craftsmanship, how they used glass or bronze.
Silver.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was my favorite part you asked?
Yes.
All the mosaics.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they got all that in there. And I'll put a picture in here beforehand, but man, how they reassembled all that. Oh, it's just beautiful.
And they were usually on the floors of the big villas, the big Roman homes. And teeny little pieces of stone made these beautiful pictures.
Yeah, I've always liked mosaics anyway, so that was super impressive.
See, that's another craft. You know, just taking these little pieces of stone and making a beautiful picture out of it.
And a lot of tourists come to Madrid and they go to like the Royal Palace and flamenco shows and what else?
Prado.
El Prado, which, I mean, and all that's totally worth it, but this, I think, is missed by a lot of people because the people that we see here are all Spaniards and a few Europeans, but not a lot of Americans. So I highly suggest if anyone's passing through Madrid, come give this a shot.
Yeah, I do too.
Good.
This is Keely, my daughter's friend.
She can do it really good.
She's doing really well.
Very well. Yeah.
Talking to everybody. So, yeah, they've been talking on conversational exchange for quite a long time and gotten to know each other really well. And it's so good to meet you myself. I've heard about you for so long, all good things. She's enjoyed it.
I'm famous.
Tenemos el cuarto de calamar. Está muy bueno este calamar, le va a encantar.
Really good food, yeah. It's from Asturias. It's in the north of Spain, close to the Basque Country and Galicia and Cantabria. And it's a place that worth to visit because you have a good gastronomy there and green areas and lovely people. So I recommend you to visit this area.
And your girlfriend is from there.
Yeah, and because of that, I love this place. Yeah.
All right.